You know, young rich. So we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yo, who the heck is that dude? Is that Albert Einstein? Nah, nah, upset. That is not a dude. That is Lady Gaga, man.
Are you kidding me, bro? That's William Shakespeare.
I am Asian. I'm clever and never wrong. Trust me.
What's up? I'm Newton. Isaac Newton. Do I look that young?
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Newton. Are you the creator of Lapse of Motion?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, can you explain to us what the heck are the laws of motion, bro?
Sure. There are totally three laws in my laws of motion. The first law of motion, also called the law of inertia, states objects will remain at rest or in a uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by an external unbalanced force. To understand the first law, we need to understand inertia. Firstly, offset. Here is a big box of broccoli. Try to move it.
It is stable and hard to make it move. I put a lot of effort, but it only moves a bit. It is not willing to move. It doesn't want to move from its original spot.
Now, Quavo, take one broccoli out and try to kick it.
Okay.
This is the first rule of laws of motion. Things like to stay where they are. No object in this universe will start moving unless some external force is put on it. It's like all things in the world are lazy. Now the question is, if things are lazy and they don't want to move, then how does the movement happen? The answer is that there are so many things in the universe which push and pull objects and force them to shift their positions. Like how Quavo kicked small broccoli. Once you put it in motion, after putting some force, it would keep on moving. Forever. But somehow, it is stopped not because it wants to stop. It stops because things in its path force it to stop. It may be due to air, or if it bumps into a house, or it could also be a rough surface. But suppose there wasn't a house or a rough surface, and imagine it does not have an air resistance. The broccoli would never stop. It would keep on moving, so things want to keep doing what they are already. If they are at rest, they want to stay at rest. If things are moving, they want to keep moving. Things are lazy, so there is a lot of laziness in the universe. Physicists have a special name for this laziness. It is known as inertia. So now you understand the first law of motion.
Let's take an example from our t-shirt video.
He's lit.
Pocket full of cottage. Whoa, chemo, slap it. Chopper, aiming, inch a noggin. Had to call the addy. Then the top, I had to chop.
Because of Newton's
First law. This is a good example of your first law of motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion until acted upon. Lifting your foot up and then lowering it puts the snow in motion. Since the force of friction between the snow and your boot is not enough to stop it, the snow continues in the same motion and it hits the ground.
excellent offset.
How about the second law?
Before learning the second law, you must know what is acceleration. It is the rate of change in the velocity of an object. The second law of motion states the greater the mass of an object, the more force it will take to accelerate the object. There is an equation. Force equals to mass times acceleration. Or you can say F equals to M times A. F is the force, the unit is newtons. M is the mass, the unit is kilogram. A is the acceleration, the unit is meters per second squared. To make it easier to understand, my second law states how fast can the object move. This also means the harder you kick a broccoli, the farther it will go. If there's a 200-pound box of broccoli, take off, you're going to have a hard time pushing it. But if all four of us push the box together, it will move much faster.
Yo, how many phones does Kevin Gates have?
I got 2 phones, one for the blue.
Hey, does anyone see any physics on what he just did?
I saw your second laugh, sir. Kevin Gates put effort and threw the phone. The force made the phone kept moving. The more power Kevin Gates gave, the further the phone will go.
Excellent, Offset. Let me explain the last law. The last law states that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Does that mean for every force there's a reaction? Force which is equals in size, but opposite in direction. That is to say that whenever an object pushes another object, it gets pushed back in the opposite direction equally hard.
Excellent, Offset.
Sir, someone is fighting.
Let's go and stop them.
Hang on. Look at them. There is my third law. The muscular dude gave a powerful punch to the Kung Fu Master. The Chinese Kung Fu Master stole the energy and transfers them to a reaction force, which is equal but in opposite direction. Hey, look at the angry bird, guys. It is flying.
Sir, the bird is flying through the air. Birds flying depend on your last lap of motion. As the bird pushes down the air with their wings, the air pushes their wings up and allows them to fly.
Excellent takeoff. Physics is everywhere around us. We can find them through our daily life. Thank you for watching this video.
That's it for today.